have visions. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting of cryoregion. In that sense.
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship...
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great. I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow...
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. But of course, in conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be... The good thing about ordinary people are the same when you're sick, but a peculiar... For example, a human can't... To sum up, Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Having you down as an animal wasn't...
Not bad. I think it's an interest...
You can count on...
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What?
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique ability? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as No. You shan't be Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it. That was your best effort?
What's with the disappointment? Isn't that like...
Have you tried? I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may... I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a...
Cooking? Paimon was...
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just It does sound yummy, though. Good buddies are...
I'll leave you to it then. Look, if there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can...
Paimon doesn't... How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get...
That was an average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis, unless... Could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental...
Not to worry. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if...
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty rep. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading.
Paimon's barely finished.
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. If you had, say, I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Nice and spicy!
What's the hurry?
An interest... See what you can find. I'll be...
Catch the wind.
elemental. This must be electrohypostasis powder.
Goodness. I'm wondering.
Yep.
Unfortunately, only a never...
You mean we
Don't be disheartened. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what sucrose is? And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments, then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
What's the hurry? Ha. What's the hurry?
a jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if... Whichever method you choose, I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, i.e.
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. I've never seen Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tevat do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tevat do affect you, the innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights...
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all these things that start out as...
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly trails?
Precisely.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Catch the wind.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your I'd like you to explore. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, as with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested So, let's see.